Today, I'm calling out excuse makers. I used to be one of them. So that's why I'm going to be a little, give you a little tough love today. How about that? So I feel like today's a good time to really talk about excuse making because it's a rainy day. It's that like cozy, cuddly little weather going on outside. And I was like, you know what? Let's talk about excuses. How many of us make excuses? I used to be someone that made excuses all the time. I was someone who hated what I did for a living. I hated my routine. I hated my gym routine. I hated my eating routine. Do you see how much negativity that is? Negativity attracts more negativity. That negativity causes stress, unhappiness. That attracts more fat. And you know what? You're just going to be a fat, unhappy motherfucker. That's all I can really say. So if you want to break that cycle, then listen up. So I was talking about this whole thing this weekend. There are so many of us who live for the weekend. And when I was in that mindset, because it was like I would always get so excited. Weekends, I didn't have to go to the gym. I could sleep in. I could eat whatever I wanted. And this was like, that was just life. And it was really sad because Monday would roll around and it was like I would make every excuse in the world to not go to the gym. I would make every excuse in the world to not want to wake up and take action on the new exciting things, the new exciting possibilities that could happen every single day if we allow that to come to our minds. So a lot of us live in this space. We live for the weekend to really escape reality, the everyday reality of life. Anyone on here do that? Tap those hearts. I saw a lot of hearts come through. I don't know if it's because you guys like what I'm saying here, but I want you to break that cycle because when you live in that cycle, you're going to continue with the same old habits, the same old routine. You're going to stay unhappy, and that's no way to live life. Life is short. Like, you gotta be fucking happy. You gotta kick ass. You gotta take names and go get what you fucking want before time's up, okay? And you don't know when that's gonna be. Woo, scary. But, a lot of times people will get bored and it falls into this quitter mindset. And when you get there, you tend to sabotage what you wanted to do, how to execute your goal. And that's taking you right back to that same old habit of, you know what, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to give up. I'm going to do what's easiest. I'm going to stick to my old habits of go to Starbucks in the morning, drink my latte, bullshit through emails, gossip with a coworker, instead of I'm going to wake up, I'm going to kick ass, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do intermittent fasting so I can feel good, listen to an audiobook so I can drop knowledge with people, feel good, feel happy, and have a better life. And that's really what I want you to do today. Because if you feel like giving up, instead of giving up, change it up. Change up the eating habits. Change up the workouts. Change up, whatever playlist, the way you drive to work. Change up the scenery, like where you train. Doing those little things can truly, truly be the game changer to bring back that motivation, that passion for life. And that is honestly what I did. Like last week, I was just in that rut. Like I work in my office every single day, same routine all the time. And I was like, I need to get out of this. Like I'm just in this rut. I don't feel really creative. And I could have shut down work that day. I could have just been like, you know what, I'll try again tomorrow. Instead, I took my laptop and I went and I wrote somewhere out in public at a coffee shop. So it was a change of scenery. And I'm someone that I hate being in public alone. Very insecure like that. So I was like, I don't want to look at anyone. I don't want anyone to notice I'm by myself. So I was on my laptop and I'm just like, got shit done. And it's really that simple. And I was like, thank God I did that. I felt so accomplished. I felt good. I did what I said I was going to do. I kept my promise to myself, which is the number one thing you can truly do to feel good and to build that confidence. And now I'm okay with going out in public by myself. Woo. So does anyone have any questions about, just changing things up or any kind of health, fitness, anything of that sort. You know, a lot of times things are very repetitive when it comes to health, when it comes to life, just anything in general. So it is good to switch it up, try new things. Wow. And that's another reason why, like, I never stop educating myself as a health and wellness coach. Like, I don't even know what to call myself. I usually call myself a weight loss expert, but it's Monday and my brain's like, I don't know what you are. And I'm a human that helps people burn fat for a living. But I forgot where I was just going with that. So yeah, my brain's still not awake, but I'm still here. I'm changing it up. Okay, I totally forgot where I was going to go with that. But I do see a question, and maybe what I was going to say will come back to me. How do you feel about fasting 1 day a week? So I typically do intermittent fasting, and then Lena, I see your question next, and I will be right there. I actually do intermittent fasting pretty much every single day except for weekends. Weekends I have no eating window. It's just eat whenever the fuck I want. But I do intermittent fasting during the week. There are certain parts of the month where I do OMAD. I will shorten my eating windows and also expand them. It just depends on what part of my cycle I'm on, how I'm really feeling, what I'm trying to accomplish. And I do talk about that on Train with Tana and a lot of my blogs on how to really make sure that you are fasting the way your body needs to during parts of your cycle to really sync up with your hormones. And that's super important, especially for us females. So, and Lena, is there a right or wrong way to start intermittent fasting? So intermittent fasting, it's honestly as simple as when you are starting it, if you really want to ease into the process, I always tell people when you wake up in the morning, if you're someone that eats breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, just push it back till 9 or 10 and see how you do with that. And if you kick ass with it, the next day try till 11 and just keep pushing it back and see how far you can take it. You know, and then when you do break your fast, I always recommend doing a protein and a fat. Don't break your fast with like processed carbs and all that shit. What is a good fat burner in the morning before eating? My Max Burn. I'm a little biased, but a lot of people do love Max Burn because it is a natural fat burner. There is some caffeine in it, so if you're very sensitive to caffeine, I don't recommend it. But this is, you know, if you're a coffee drinker and you're used to caffeine, this will be the perfect fit for you. There's no jitters, there's no crash. It'll help suppress your appetite so you're not just like constantly snacking and grazing all day. Because when you do that, you are taking your body out of fat burning mode. And we don't want that. We want you in fat burning mode. So we want to make sure that we're not just snacking and grazing like a cow or a horse would do. Felt like cow is like a really good saying for that. But then I was like, someone's going to get offended by that. Sorry. Okay, I love your content. Currently pregnant, but excited to start after. Oh, congratulations! That is so awesome. And then, okay, let's see. So any other questions on fasting, health, kicking ass, taking names, anything of that sort? Can I drink early morning on empty stomach with just having a coffee prior to run? So yes, you can have coffee while fasting. I recommend just black coffee. Some people say you can get away with a little bit of creamer. You could get away with like stevia, stuff like that. But other than that, I just say stick with black coffee if you can. Because I used to be someone, I was a huge coffee drinker. Like I'm kind of off of it now. I'll just drink it every once in a while. But I used to have coffee and cream every single morning before my workout, and it was very hard for me to actually lose weight, and I couldn't figure out why. And then once I removed the coffee and cream, it came off a lot easier. Is it realistic to maintain abs year round? Yes, I do. And I eat donuts a lot, and ice cream, and pizza, and all the good stuff. So you can find that balance. You really just have to figure out what works best for your body. Okay, love you. All right, so any other questions? If not, I gotta get going. I have a few breakthrough calls today for women who are ready to change their lives, stop making excuses, and truly get it together. And if you are someone that wants to kick ass, take names, drop the fucking excuses, then let's jump on a call. I'm ready to help you and make sure you drop that weight and actually keep it off. And I'm going to be going over my whole blueprint of how I actually dropped 54 pounds in 3 months and actually kept it off. Like, here I am 2 years later. I haven't gained the weight back, even though everyone said I would. They're like, oh, yeah, you dropped 54 pounds. Oh, well, it'll come back in 2 years. I'm like, okay, look, negative Nancy, no. But if you are someone who wants to lose weight and keep it off, head on over to the link in my bio, book your free Zoom call with me, and pick your time and date, fill out the application, and then just be ready to Zoom with me. Zoom, hey, let's zoom into these goals. All right. Okay, I love you all. I appreciate you all. If I missed any of your questions, head on over in my DMs. I'm right there for you. If you just want more content like meals, workouts, anything of that sort, I have tons of free blogs on trainwithtana.com. Under blogs, you'll find meals, workouts, videos, tips, tricks, recipes, all of that good stuff. Thank you for helping me get off my ass. I'm super happy to hear that. Make yourselves proud today. Keep your promise to yourself. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day.